Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment. Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges a past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment. Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges a past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
NAPA. But of course, first and foremost, they need to win here tonight. Of course, we'll keep an eye on those games around the league for you. We'll let you know about all the playoff implications that come from those games. It's 1839 who stands to benefit from either Davis or Oakland going down at home, because they are next in line to have a home game right here. Might be a little bit of deja vu, both teams wearing the same uniforms they played in on March 22nd, 2025 in the inaugural home game for 1839 in the League for Clubs. It was actually the second game for Albion Silicon Valley. It's their first loss of the season. They were able to bounce back from that loss. And here they are to avenge it. It's Albion Silicon Valley in all blue in 1839, wearing their classic white with green kits here at home. How contentious that regular season game was 3 months ago, almost exactly 3 months ago. That was just the opening game of the season. This game matters so much more to these players. A little bit of roster rotation for both teams. 1839, different goalkeeper, different pieces in the midfield. You have Javier Alcadia back, Thomas Grimes in goal, Alfredo Ortiz up front. It'll be Luis Ramirez to get us going, standing over the ball for 1839. Another great crowd turnout here in Napa. Remember the last time these two teams met? It ended up being 6-2 in favor of 1839. Silicon Valley allowed 4 goals in the first half. They can't let this one get out of control like the last one did. So much more experience under their belt. 3 months later, we are underway. Ball with Alcadia. Alvaro Carreras. NAPA actually scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes the last time these two teams met. Oscar Ortiz assisted on both. One put in the back of the net. Of course, the first goal ever for 1839 in the league's clubs, none other than Dario Pavone. The second one, Luis Ramirez. The third one, also very appropriate, was Oscar Ortiz. Well earned. Ended up being the man of the match of that game. Good pass for Monzo. Into the middle. Cleared away. Back for 1839. Another chance for Ramirez, and it's saved. Saved by Garcia. Victor Garcia Venegas in goal. Last time, this one goes all the way through to the other keeper, Thomas Grimes.
In solid inaugural season it's been for 1839 FC.
Garcia had good saves in goal last time, but too many times Albion's defense let him down. One of those goals also, it was a penalty as well. You'll remember at the end of that game, Esteban Ruiz got another yellow card and was sent off. So at the very end, Silicon Valley were down to 10 men. Like I said, it was contentious, especially at the end of it. And that was only the regular season. No room for a draw now. There must be a winner. Somebody's season ends here tonight. Five years running, 1839 remain undefeated at home in the playoffs under 1839 coach Mark Corbett. It's been some close ones, though. Including the first playoff game I ever saw here against FC Davis. Went to overtime before 1839 pulled out a win. Now 1839 and Davis both have home playoff games of their own. Might be on a collision course. If those two teams did meet, it would be in the conference final. What a game that would be. That would mean it would be a game in Davis. Still a long way to go before we get there. Davis kickoff at 7:30. So we won't quite know the result of that game until well after this one. That ball got around Garcia. Ran all the way through and out of bounds. Both teams calling for it. It does end up being a corner for 1839. It's the first corner of the game. Corner kick, 1839. Ball in, near post, off the post. Close call for Silicon Valley. Recovered by Marco Manzo. Alfredo Ortiz. Grimes just knocks that out of bounds for a Silicon Valley throw. Garcia. Flag and free kick, 1839. Alcaria. Grimes. On for Manzo. Quederas. Still a fight for that ball, and a foul, though. A free kick. Oscar Ortiz on the infraction. The way through to Grimes again. Pressure on Canetta, sends it back to Grimes. Clever by Grimes. Gets the goal kick. Took a deflection off Mechola.
And 7th minute here in this matchup.
Oh, it actually was on this side of the flag, so it's a throw in deep in Napa's territory.
Glad you can make it. Good to see it.
Manzo gearing up for a long throw. And the referee says to back it up a little further than that. Tough play for Napa. Good long throw from Manzo. Mechola with an attempted shot. Still Silicon Valley. All the way through again to Grimes. Casanova. Side to Carreras. Great interception. It was intended for Manzo or Chiga, but here's Manzo again. Heavy touch. Picked up by Ruiz. Bounds for just ended up being a goal kick.
Now the converting FC Ortiz, Ramirez, option Ortiz as well. Ramirez and Ray Ortiz both playing for both this week.
Long goal kick by Garcia. Finally broken up by Carreras. Knocked on by Alcaria. Now Alfredo Ortiz. Vega. Picked up by Menchola, out of bounds for an 1839 throw.
Let's go, Fredo.
Alcaria. On for Mendoza. Anzo. Carreras again. 1839 really happy to take their time in this game so far. Ortiz couldn't gather it. Back to Garcia. Well played by Garcia. Given away though quickly by his teammates. Given back to Silicon Valley again. Garcia, quick restart for him. Broken up by Casanova. Manzo. Back to Nelas dispossessed. Over the head of Alcaria. Alcaria over to the other side. Mendoza. On for Ortiz. Heavy touch out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Silicon Valley. It's Ruiz again. To report, Oakland and Yuba still level. Davis and Afghan have not kicked off yet. Still about 15 minutes away from that. Free kick Silicon Valley. Tried to knock it back and they did. Finally cleared away. Picked up by Ruiz for Silicon Valley. Grimes couldn't prevent the corner kick. Silicon Valley with their first opportunity now. Looks like it'll be Ruiz to send it in.
Trying to avoid that corner kick. It does look like it's going to be ALBION here with a free kick. Like Michael Latona for ALBION taking this corner kick.
Corner ends up just being a goal kick. Some boos from the crowd. It goes all the way through. Too long. Casanova to Alcadia. 1939 sort of with a back three at the moment. Mendoza forward. Vega dispossessed though. Good attempt at goal, but Grimes there for it. Was Lusona with the shot. Alcadia. Mendoza. That's been a little bit of a different style from NAPA. Objectively, a much better start for Silicon Valley. Great position by Mendoza to break it up. Ruiz to recover for Silicon Valley. Looking much more potent in attack so far. Forced a save or two from Grimes already. Great pass. Mechola with a chance. And an unfortunate own goal. It was Cadetas trying to get in there. Mechola. Silicon Valley strike first in NAPA.
In the 15th minute.
Well, all that matters is that the ball goes into the back of the net. First goal scored. Lisona. We're back underway here. The tables have turned compared to 3 months ago with 1839 who trail. Was just saying how much better this start is for Silicon Valley than the last one. Not the easiest ball for Garcia to pick up, but he does. So far, it's been a good start to the game for him as well. Victor Garcia in goal for Silicon Valley. Canelas steals the ball there. On for Ortiz, forced out of bounds, and it'll be an 1839 throw-in. This side for Manzo. Well, 15 minutes gone. Still a long way to go in this one. There must be a winner, overtime and penalties if necessary. But right now, Silicon Valley with a 1-goal lead in NAPA. It's a world of difference 3 months can make. At the end of that last game, it was Silicon Valley frustrated with themselves and letting it show on the field. Pushing and shoving. Well, and there's a foul here. 1839 might have a chance. Totally grabbed. If we could get a replay on that, totally grabbed and tackled, and it wasn't super necessary. And just like that, Have Silicon Valley squandered their lead? We've seen a couple times here in Napa 1839 score and then let their opponent off the hook by letting them score quickly. It looks like Silicon Valley might have just done that here. It's Luis Ramirez against Victor Garcia from the penalty spot. 1839 with a chance. Ramirez. Goal. 1839. Just like that, we're all level again.
Luis Baby Shark Ramirez unstoppable on those PKs, finding the equalizer here.
And a really nice moment on the sideline. Alvaro Carreras shaking his head, enjoying some water, celebrating with his team. No harm, no foul, all level here again in Napa, just like that. Well, this is set up to be a great game. So far, so good. Mechola. Out away by Carreras. Player down might be Casanova. 1839 player is not happy about it. A free kick for Napa on the foul. Best. Casanova. Back to Grimes. Silicon Valley doing a good job not letting Napa have it uncontested in the midfield. Not letting them just play it up from the back. Good defensive coverage all the way back to Garcia. Garcia intercepted by Manzo. 1839 calling for a handball. Either way, Napa ball now. Carreras with a fake out, gets the ball to Manzo. Alcadia, it slips by, but kind of worked out, but it's blasted away. Become a goal kick for Silicon Valley.
My friends, if you can't make it out first to these matchups, especially the playoffs, make sure you tune in on all these live streams on the National Soccer Network.
Manzo wants to cover this one, let it go all the way out of bounds for a goal kick on the other side. It'll be Thomas Grimes. He's been great in goal for 1839. Don't say it lightly. He has been really strong in goal for them. Be playing Cal Berkeley in the fall. Well, it looked a little nervous at the back for Carreras again, but ends up being another goal kick. Another free kick for Napa. Blasted by Ivan Casanova, other side. Down goes Oscar Ortiz, no whistle. Oh, there is. There's another foul, free kick for 1839. Well, it's on a highlight reel somewhere. Heads up play for 1839. Very quickly taken. Free kick last week. Beautifully executed. Their opponent was still yapping at the referee. 1839 were putting the ball in the back of the net. Silicon Valley, of course, will be alert to that. They were on that free kick. Can't let your guard down. Nice move by Carreras. Was on for Alfredo Ortiz, and down he goes. And free kick, Napa. Last week, Alfredo scored 2 goals. He wasn't available for Napa in the last game against Silicon Valley, so that's a player they'll have to account for that they didn't have to account for last time. Alfredo Ortiz. Not exactly how they drew the free kick up, but Alfredo Ortiz makes the most of it. On for Oscar Ortiz now. Crossed in. Might have taken a little deflection, ended up in the arms of Victor Garcia. (1839), another chance, and it's just wide. It happened that quickly. Right to the feet of Ortiz, and then a shot. Ortiz believes that it did take a deflection. The referee says goal kick, Silicon Valley. Victor Garcia. (1839) players complaining about something looks like Han Casanova calling for an inadvertent handball or something, but just a throw in for Silicon Valley. Deflection goes for Napa.
At halftime, we've got plenty of options for dinner down there. We've got Lasheria, we've got all kinds of great spectacles tonight. We've got coffee.
Should be Manzo on it.
And sauce, as well as the brisket sandwich.
Broken up, but falls for Alcadia. Then to Orozco. Another mistake at the back, and Carreras wanted Grimes to come forward, and Silicon Valley had the lead back.
Looks like Silicon Valley has scored. 6-0.
Well, that's twice now. A mistake at the back has led to a goal for Silicon Valley, capitalizing on the mistakes on the other end. Frustration everywhere. Not sure if Ramirez is mad at the referee or his teammates or both. We're back underway. Silicon Valley with the lead again. And that one in defense of Carreras, he was surrounded. Not sure what their protocols are to say who's right or wrong. Maybe Grimes should have come forward, but was just sitting there to be knocked in the back of the net by Piero Menchola. Frustration seeping into the crowd, too. Uncharacteristic mistakes for 1839. At the most important time in their season so far. Grimes to Carreras. Well, regardless of how this turns out, be a lot to talk about in that locker room at halftime for Napa. Even if they can get back level or somehow take the lead, things to clean up for them. Another foul. This is also as contentious as we've seen it down there on the field in at least a couple of weeks, maybe since the last time these two teams were on the field together 3 months ago. And this game means so much more somebody's season ends here tonight. Nice move.
Ortiz with a move.
Ortiz absolutely breaks the ankles of Ruiz. Out of bounds, though. Well, Ortiz working against Zavala and ends up just being a goal kick, actually. Back underway from NAPA. Adia. Well, Davis and Afghan haven't quite kicked off yet, but we can now report in Oakland, Yuba have taken the lead.
Oscar Ruiz with a
Remember last week, Oakland trailed 3 goals against Fuego. Came storming back to win that game, 4 goals in a row, all in the second half. 3 of them in like the last 15 minutes or so. The last goal for Oakland came in the 96th minute of the game. It was basically the last touch. So still a lot of time in all of these games. Davis, like I said before, hasn't even quite kicked off yet. 18:39 trail right now, but it's a corner kick for NAPA. More discussion. Remember, Silicon Valley conceded a penalty in a similar situation to this, so referee having another long discussion in there. Well, this one, it's been physical so far. 30 minutes gone now, and Alcadia to send it in. 1839 scored on a corner off the foot of Alcadia last week. Alcadia now for 1839. Looked like an 1839 player did connect with it, but it took a deflection from Silicon Valley on a block. Ramirez couldn't quite get there. It'll be picked up by Lisona. Just cleared away by Tafola. $18.39 again. Banzo. Mendoza. Adia. On one from Casanova again to Ortiz. He's got that one locked in. Oscar Ortiz, long strides for him. Another corner for 1839. Couldn't quite get around his man, and it's deflected out for a corner. It'll be Javier Alcadia again. Now Alcadia is another one of those players that didn't play against Silicon Valley 3 months ago. Definitely a player they have to account for. In the open field and on set pieces like this. Ball in for 1839. Short post again, and 1839 are level again. Luis Ramirez now with 2 goals for 1839.
Tying it up with 13 minutes to go here in the first half.
Like I said before, 1839 have been unbelievably potent in spots just like that. Very similar play to what we saw last week between Ramirez and Alcaria. Well, what a first playoff game in the league for clubs this has turned out to be. Still a long way to go, too. Great coverage there, textbook by Casanova. It'll be a goal kick for 1839. Well, 31 or 32 minutes gone. How will this first half end in Napa?
Green Army General himself, Fred, trying to rally the troops, ladies and gentlemen.
Wonderful turnout on a Saturday night in Napa. They'd love another game here next week, and right now, still a long way to go, but right now, looking possible. 1839 would need to beat Silicon Valley right now here tonight. They'd also need Davis or Oakland to lose. And for what it's worth, Oakland trail Yuba at this very moment. Be a goal kick. Thomas Grimes. Over the head of Vega, but picked up by Ramirez, and wide open is Oscar Ortiz. 1839 looking to take the lead for the first time in this game. Deflected. Zavala couldn't clear it, though. Does fall for Silicon Valley. They'd like to counterattack on their own. On from Tafoya. Too far and picked up by Thomas Grimes. This is end-to-end. Really exciting game. Couldn't ask for a better start to it. First playoff game for these two teams in the league for clubs. First playoff meeting against each other. Second meeting all time. The first game went very differently than this. Fans here, and I'm sure fans watching this broadcast on Pins and Needles, rooting for their teams. Lejo picked up for Silicon Valley. On by Romero. Accepted by Casanova, on for Ortiz. Ortiz making all sorts of moves over there, and Romero says, not on me. Knocks it out of bounds. Throw in for Napa. Casanova. Alcadia. Yeah, thought about a shot. Way back to Grimes now. Well, Silicon Valley have come in here bravely. Not allowing 1839 any uncontested ground at all. There's a cross blocked by Casanova. Ortiz got around his man this time, and long strides by him again. 1839's Sheriff. Good move, and down goes Ortiz on a tackle from behind, and it'll be a yellow card for Silicon Valley.
There by the ALBION player.
Straight cut by Ortiz, but let his marker catch up and slice him from the back. A really, really long shot for 1839 from this spot. Probably go more the set piece route, but you never know. Would classify this as in range. Very likely a set piece here. Alcadia looking like he's the one to take it. Silicon Valley will put up a little wall there, 10 feet out. Free kick, Napa. Long far post and saved by Garcia. Be a throw in. Well played by Litsona for Silicon Valley. Veras for Manzo. Ortiz. Manzo again, dispossessed well by Zavala. Trejo loses it. Bailed out by Romero. Great interception by Alcadia. Cross in. 1839 with another chance, and it's saved by Garcia. Would have been a hat trick. Still 1839 with a chance. Alfredo Ortiz now. Well, this is shaping up to be the game of the year. Still level in Napa. Good games happening all throughout the league. 2 other playoff games happening concurrently. Davis kicked off a little bit later. Offsides, 1839. Fans don't like the call. Reports you that Davis and Afghan have kicked off, still level. Cuba still leading in Oakland by 1 goal.
4-7.
Silicon Valley get the ball back. Strong challenge by Casanova. The back of Piero Menchola. Free kick Silicon Valley.
I'm confused. Is nobody here for NAPA?
Throw-in. They're setting up for a long throw-in. It'll be Gerardo Trejo. Long throw. Ends up being short. Good threaten. No, and easily dispossessed is Mechola. Now a throw-in for 1839. Still some controversy here on the foul end. This is as contentious as we've seen, and once again involved. And who got a red card was Esteban Ruiz. Jorge Lopez in there as well. Hernandez, Mando. Back of Pinellas. Now another foul. Looks like a free kick for Silicon Valley now. Be Hector Orozco. Orozco from Silicon Valley. Not a bad strike on the ball, but wide of the net.
Great goal. Albion.
Goal kick 1839. Great job to pick up the ball for Mendoza in 1839. Fredo Ortiz. Rebound, the throw in now for 1839. Marco Manzo. Great long pass for Ortiz again. Sets up the cross. It's blocked. Ball for Alcadia and ruled on a foul.
Mark here in this first half. 2 minutes to go. Let's stop at 2 minutes.
Free kick Silicon Valley. Been an unbelievable game here in Napa. All level, 2 goals apiece. Interesting things happening elsewhere. Oakland and Davis. It's another foul. This thing is going to be really contentious. It's a yellow card for Ramirez. It's a yellow card for each team, and we have seen some intense physicality out there already just in this first half. Can't imagine what the second half will look like. Well, from what we see right now, Oakland still trail 1 goal against Yuba. Davis still level with Afghan in Davis. Of course, all level here in Napa.
Let's go, number 3!
Great start to the playoff for the league for clubs. Excellent parity. These are some good games we're watching. This one might be the best of the bunch. All level, 2 goals apiece. Halftime quickly approaching. Might have some stoppage time after this latest incident. Free kick, 1839. Fredo Ortiz. Down goes Ortiz, and it's another free kick for 1839. And physical encounter there between Ortiz and Tafoya. On the dead ball, but no foul. Referee not going to say anything about it. Well, there's no question about it anymore. This is the most physical and contentious game so far. Already outpacing that first one between these two teams. There's something special between them.
Back on his feet.
Oh, yeah, it's going to take this free kick for Napa.
Free kick 1839. Javier Alcadia sends the ball in. Great connection with it, just wide by Ortiz. Garcia didn't move for that one at all. And that is the end of the first half here in Napa. What a first half it was. Opening playoff game in the league for clubs. A couple other great opening games happening elsewhere, exclusively right here for you. Hayden Larson on the call, JP Castillo on the camera, Scott Stone on the stadium speakers. We're going to quickly go to break because we understand there's great games happening here on this network. We hope you'll be back with us in about 15 minutes after a quick halftime break. We'll be right back.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University.
From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches.
Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment.
These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages from youth programs to the Elite ID program,
ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development.
Don't miss your chance.
Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University.
From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches.
Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment.
These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program,
ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development.
Don't miss your chance.
Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players.
Advancing into the semifinals of the NorCal Conference.
Well, good evening and welcome back.
Half underway here at
Aiden Larson on the call. You're watching Albion Silicon Valley at Napa Valley 1839 quarterfinal round of the playoffs in the League for Clubs NorCal Conference. All level, very contentious game so far here in Napa. Oakland and Yuba at halftime. Yuba still lead by 1 goal. Davis scored a goal against Afghan. See, lead in Davis. Both teams here have switched sides. If you're just joining us, thanks for doing so. It's 1839 in white and green. Silicon Valley in all blue. The same uniforms they wore 3 months ago. That shot broken up. It was a good one from Yuli Vega. Casanova for Ortiz into the middle for Oscar Ortiz. Vega! Still Vega! Oh, shot across the face of goal. Teammates were there, but it's up being well wide. Well, the first game between these two teams was contentious. This one, even more so. Only 2 yellow cards so far. One for Luis Ramirez. There's a foul now. Alcadia on the grab. Carlos Zafala. That's Jorge Lopez for Albion Silicon Valley with the yellow card. Free kick. Tested between Mendoza and Lipsona. Playoff picture is this. 1839 need Oakland or Davis to go down in order to have a home game here next week. Still in play for Napa. Both games going on right now. Davis with the late kickoff, so we won't really know what happens there till after this game is over, unless this game goes to overtime. There could be overtime. There must be a winner. Someone's season ends here tonight. Only 4 will remain after this weekend. Semifinals to be determined. As it is right now, almost halftime in Davis. Davis still with a 1-goal lead. Still waiting on a free kick. A couple 1839 players frustrated with how they played in the first half. 2 uncharacteristic mistakes at the back. Not sure. We'll have to check with the league after this game if it was an own goal against Alvaro Carreras or if it was an incidental deflection. Nice move by Oscar Ortiz. Romero under duress and throw in now. Silicon Valley. Victor Garcia in goal for Silicon Valley. Couple good saves. One of the goals scored on Silicon Valley was a penalty. The second one for Napa was a penalty. Out of bounds, and now a throw in for Napa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got an opportunity. We're going to throw in here for Napa.
Remember, 3 months ago, 1839 scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. Silicon Valley have been great to avoid that fate in the first half, but they can't succumb to it here in the second half. Have to have a strong start. That was key for them in that first half. And then they grew into the game and played really well, breaking the tie both times, and it was NAPA who answered back both times. NAPA haven't had the lead yet in this game. Well over the bar by Manzo. It's been Silicon Valley to hold the lead, and they haven't had much time with the lead. It's been level most of this game. 0-0, 1-1, and now 2-2. Garcia intercepted by Manzo, but Albion able to come up with it. Down goes Alcaria. Fouled from behind by Mechola. Has been such a physical game. The first one was physical 3 months ago, and here we go again. Still just 2 yellow cards. Great pass to Manzo, and Manzo cross in for Napa. Deflected away. Bicycle kick away. It's a shot on goal, and might have made Garcia a little nervous, but handled well. You never know what that ball is going to do on a bounce. That kind of distance, and it's another foul and another free kick. This time, Silicon Valley. Tried to take it quickly. Referee says no. Still down is Ivan Casanova.
It is a very epic and a big deal.
On back to his feet. As it is free kick Silicon Valley. Weird deflection falls for Tafoya. Still Silicon Valley. Knocked away by Manzo and now Alcaria. In the game now, Emma Duran. Dario Pavone. This a good pass from Ortiz to Dario Pavone. 1839 on the attack. Cheeky idea. And it does end up finding Alfredo Ortiz. Now Oscar Ortiz setting up the cross in for Napa. Deflected. Cleared away by Orozco. Good attacking by Napa. A little bit lucky on that bounce. The back heel from Dario Pavone fell for Alfredo. Ended up finding Oscar Ortiz. That connection between Oscar and Dario, it's how magical things happen here in Napa. Could be a throw-in. Taken short, Dario Pavone. Other side, it's Mendoza. Midfield, now Manzo wide. On for Mendoza. Cross in for Napa. Couldn't get the right contact on it. It was Duran on the end of it, but over the bar. Goal kick, Silicon Valley.
Emma Duran, of course, the D1 player. Coming out of St. Mary's College.
Goal kick, Garcia. Back is on for Silicon Valley. It's Lopez. Right play. 1839. Casanova. Ortiz. To Ortiz. Down goes Alfredo again. And the referee wants to break this up and reaching in his pocket, and it will be a yellow card. Silicon Valley, and it's Hector Orozco. Now 2 yellows for Silicon Valley Albion. And report to you, the Oakland Yuba game is back underway, and 8 minutes, maybe 9 minutes gone in that game. It's still Yuba. That would certainly be an upset on the bracket, and that would give 1839 a home game if they can win this one. 1839, Napa and Oakland both lost. That would do crazy things. Who knows? Fuego would then have a chance at a home game. Depending what happens in Davis, still a long way to go to figure out what's going to happen here. Or controversy. Did the referee blow his whistle before Barrera touched it? Looks like he did. Getting a talking to from the referee. It's a free kick, though, for Romero, and it will actually be Victor Garcia. Well, and the referee did not, and referee didn't allow the kick to happen yet, so a substitution first, it looks like, for Silicon Valley.
I encourage you to do so before you run out of time. Go give Snap a high five. Snap some love.
Well, doesn't allow the substitution to happen, so not sure why he blew the whistle to stop it, but now it's 1839 trying to counterattack. Duran dispossessed by Orozco. Going the other way now, Jorge Lopez. Silicon Valley. Not really a pass to anybody. Zavala in the area, but still on the ball for Silicon Valley. Menchola. Great positioning by Carreras to hang on to this ball, and down he goes. Collision with Tafoya. Crossed in by Tafoya, no foul. Finally, a very late whistle. Play was still going, very late whistle, and Carreras and Tafoya having words. Still down is Alvaro Carreras. About to be underway in Davis. It's FC Davis and Afghan FC. Davis with a 1-goal lead. Free kick for Thomas Grimes. In goal for 1839. Nothing Grimes could have done about that first goal Silicon Valley scored, because it took an unfortunate deflection off Alvaro Carreras. Trying just to knock it away. Trying to throw a block. Second goal, sort of a miscommunication for 1839. 2 uncharacteristic mistakes for this team. First 15 minutes of this half. Clean sheets for both. No shortage of opportunities. Casanova. Long pass for Manzo. Can't quite get there, covered by David Zavala. Knocked away, though, by Garcia. Possession squandered, but under duress by 1839. Long throw for Napa. Knocked away by Zavala. Down goes Ortiz, no foul. Menchola couldn't grab it from Casanova. Down goes Casanova, and it's a foul. Would have been in on goal. Casanova frustrated. Fouled again. Free kick, Napa. The game is interviewing Aretsa.
Right, 60 minutes are gone here at Dodge
Stadium. Napa, you guys out there?
Oscar Ortiz for Napa. Cross in. It's for Duran. Balls for Dario. Down goes Dario. No foul. Silicon Valley trying to escape with the ball. Too heavy on the touch. Out of bounds.
Next time the old food light comes up in the station wagon, make sure you go Napa Valley patrolling on 3 locally owned Chevron stations here in Napa. Napa Valley patrolling
Underway.
sponsor 1839. That's the
Napa Duran. Dario Pavone. Surrounded. On for Duran, but it's intercepted. Better option would have been Manzo on the sideline. Great interception by Casanova. On for Ortiz. Just a little too heavy on the touch. Was the right idea. Silicon Valley throw in.
or probably coming on about 16 Rare. And 17
Throw in. Oh, pass for that's a lost it though. Carreras for Pavon. Emma Duran. Oscar Ortiz well covered by Trejo. Nowhere for Duran to go, and it's Silicon Valley again. Pick Silicon Valley. Fouled was Steven Barrera. Offsides. It was into the hands of Grimes anyway. Free kick 1839. Barrera trying to get in the way. Grimes path to Yuli Vega.
Coming up on the midway point here in the second half.
Pass behind Alfredo Ortiz, and Casanova with another brilliant interception in 1839. Still on the ball through the feet of Lee. Great move by Ivan Casanova. Brilliant read again. This throw in instead of Dario will be Javier Ocadia. Ocadia says go long. It is a long throw in by Ocadia. Knocked away by Ruiz. Carreras concedes the throw in under duress by Barrera. Thrown in by Vejo. But Duran couldn't quite keep it in play, working against Romero. Be a throw in for Silicon Valley. Both of these teams locking out the other. Still level. Another foul. Barrera gonna get a talking to. Referee thought about going to his pocket. The crowd is hot, and the referee, just came into the game, and Barrera is out. Silicon Valley down to 10 men. Can you believe that?
Red card, ladies and gentlemen, has been issued to ALBION. That was Steven Barrera.
Given the walking to the outcome, it's down now with 10 heads.
Well, and it was a more serious on replay. If you go back and look at it, really is an unacceptable grab of Alcadia. Not even a play you'd see in American football, let alone the football we're watching here tonight. Well, an embarrassing moment for Steven Barrera. Wasn't in the game for 5 minutes, and now he's dancing on the sideline for the fans. They'll appreciate him for this. Silicon Valley down to 10 men.
Congratulations to Mustafa. Asking everybody to get into it.
This is eliminations here in wine country, everybody. Do or die tonight here at Dodge Stadium.
For his part, Alcadia was totally fine after being thrown to the ground. So Alcadia gets us going here. Well, level on the scoreboard, but not level on the field. Silicon Valley down to 10 men. $18:39. Ball still bouncing all over the place. Finally cleared away for Silicon Valley. Tactics changed significantly here for Albion. The crowd is fired up. Too heavy on the touch from Casanova. Out of bounds for a throw-in. Pass intended for Yuli Vega. Be thrown in by Esteban Ruiz. Not sure what could have possibly possessed Steven Barrera to do that. His team's season on the line. This is Garcia. Tactics probably change, and credit to the coach. He's directing his team from the sideline for Silicon Valley, but such a numerical advantage, really difficult to overcome here. On for Duran. It's been a great matchup on that sideline. It's Duran against David Zavala. Zavala's been great in defense. Thrown in for 18:39. Interplay between Duran and Manzo. Alfredo Ortiz to the middle, but cleared away. Alcadia. Casanova. Alcadia. On for Ortiz. Too far. Ended up being over the head of Gerardo Trejo. Alcadia. Carreras to Mando. Now Mendoza. Report to you. 70 minutes gone in Oakland, and Yuba still with a 1-goal lead in Oakland. Davis are at halftime still. Another free kick for 1839, another foul, this time on Manzo. The tactics might change for 1839 as well. How with a numerical advantage, don't have to expose themselves to unnecessary risk. Knowing that Albion's best chance now at a goal is a counterattack against an overextended 1839. Still such a chess match. Free kick in for NAPA. Knocked away by Garcia. Well, strong hands. Wrong fight for that ball. Great by Ryan King to hang on. Silicon Valley. Good job by Jay Lee as well. Now, Nicholas Romero. This is type of possession Silicon Valley will need. Ball now with NAPA though. On from Manzo. Brilliantly. Another brilliant tackle by David Talala. Silicon Valley, it'll be a throw-in for NAPA. Ortiz. Another tackle in the back, no call. Ortiz gets up to knock it back towards Silicon Valley. Alfredo Ortiz again, this time to Vega. Alfredo one more time. 1839 enjoying a little bit more space out there to knock the ball around. Javier Alcadia. Casanova has had a brilliant game in defense. Ortiz. Cross in for NAPA again. Beyond Garcia. All the way to the other side. Yuli Vega with another chance to set in a cross. Cross in by Vega. Too long. A throw in for 1839. Substitution to be made. New player for 1839, Derfaufi from Spain. It is Derfaufi in. Yuli Vega out. Derfaufi coming in to help 1839. See this one out. All levels still. Not level on the field though. Silicon Valley down to 10 men. Cross in. Cleared away. Good job by Kang to prevent the corner. Just a throw in now for 1839. One of the most cynical red cards we've seen in a long, long time. Put Silicon Valley in a very different situation. Coming out of the half, you're all level in NAPA. The player does that. It's hard to believe. Full kick Silicon Valley. Saving grace for Silicon Valley has to be that they are level. They're still level after the red card. Only need one goal. And in fact, if they could just hang on and get to penalties, such a difficult strategy. This much time left, plus 30 minutes then of stoppage time. But it's a viable one. I have to say it's a viable one. Not sure they've decided to park the bus just yet. Had a couple moments of trying to attack and get forward. So much harder at a numerical disadvantage. Ball with 18:39 again. It's Alcadia. Duran to Ortiz. Crossed by Ortiz. Instead of Faufi. Thought it might be a corner, but referees say goal kick. 75 minutes gone in Oakland, and Oakland still trail Yuba. Goal kick went to Ortiz, and now Dario Pavone in 18:39, an attack again already. Dario Pavone, great cut, still Dario Pavone! Into the middle for Napa. Wide for Faufi. Ring against Zavala. David Zavala just blasted away. Not going to take any chances. Might have had enough time to try to direct that to a teammate, but not going to take that chance. Zavala has been great in defense for his team so far. They're going to need him to be great. They're going to have a chance in this one. Alcadia. Casanova. Oscar Ortiz. Crossed by Ortiz. Into the hands of Garcia again. Garcia has been very well positioned for his team. Quick counterattack on for Irvin Reza. Great coverage by Casanova. Now back to Grimes. With the right idea, great execution by Silicon Valley. They could score like that on the counterattack. It's not easy for a goalkeeper to get the ball out that quickly. Always players in your way after picking off a cross, but Garcia finds the space and finds a teammate. A little better defending that time by 1839's Ivan Casanova. Well, and no foul. Alessa goes down very easily in 1839. Now counterattacking. Retza still down, and Silicon Valley still at a numerical disadvantage. Faufi through the legs of Jalen. It's still Faufi for 1839 on for Manzo. Crossed in by Manzo. Just beyond. Couldn't quite get to Dario either, and it's cleared away by Lopez, and a corner kick for 1839. 1839 was a corner on this side of the field for 1839 last week. And it was off the foot of Javier Alcadia. It's Javier Alcadia again. 1839, corner in. Amadouran knocked away. Manzo couldn't quite get there. Foul and a free kick. 1839. Committed the foul by trying to clear the ball away. Silicon Valley, they can't believe the call. Did look like Manzo was pushed in the back. Free kick will be Manzo and Alcadia standing over it. Definitely in range, especially from in front of the goal like this, especially for Manzo and Alcadia. Silicon Valley erecting a wall. Alcadia backing up. It'll be Marco Manzo to make this decision. Might be pre-planned or it might be diagnosed by Marco Manzo. 18:39 with a free kick. Referee not gonna allow him to take it yet. Too close. Now be a free kick from Marco Manzo in 18:39 and it's over the bar.
Manzo bend one into the left-hand side of the net. And just over the cross button.
If you're just joining us, thanks for doing so. Hayden Larson on the call, JP Castillo on the camera, Scott Stone on the stadium speakers. You're watching this exclusive presentation. Albion Silicon Valley at Napa Valley, 18:39. Very cynical red card just a couple minutes ago. Has Silicon Valley playing with 10 men. Level on the scoreboard, but not the pitch. So far, weathering the storm that at 18:39 is raining down on them. Free kick, Silicon Valley, it's Litsona. Casanova again. Brilliant. Goal kick, 18:39. Well, Casanova's been a showstopper back there for Napa. Quick feet, quick to sweep that one up as well. Clever enough to get the goal kick in a dangerous spot. Easily could have been a corner. Instead, it's 18:39. On the front foot, you'd have to say more possession, especially now since that red card for Silicon Valley. Instead of Faufi. Out for Trejo. Romero loses it. No foul. Manzo went down. No call. Janetas working against Venezia. Janetas was enough to knock it away. Rockets crowd, and unfortunately down on the far side of the field, not sure if it's in your frame, is David Zavala. He's had a brilliant game for Silicon Valley in defense, working against some high-level players on that side. Alfredo Ortiz and Marco Manzo and Dario Pavone. Do hope Zavala is okay. "82 minutes gone in Oakland, and we can report to you that Yuba still have the lead. They've had this very narrow lead almost the entire game. Hanging on in Oakland at the moment is Yuba FC. On for Dario Pavone and into the back of the net for 18:39. Spanish stallion Dario Pavone. Finally, 18:39 breaks through.
Dario Pavone, the Spanish stallion, has put Napa up 3-2.
Well, 18:39 on the front foot, and it's being reported by the National Soccer Network that Oakland Soccer Club are playing with 10 men. They're not sure if it's a red card or an injury, though. When we get more from Oakland, we'll let you know. Back underway here in Napa, and on the ropes now, Silicon Valley. Anzo from Denafalfi. Meduran. Offsides is the call. Great read by Emma Duran for 1839. Good enough play there for the Silicon Valley defenders. Caught their foul feet offside. Looks like the cross might have gone out of bounds, but it's blasted away either way to Dario Pavone. Able to knock it away with Trejo. Trejo, though, loses it. Still going to be Silicon Valley. Well, 85 minutes gone now in Oakland. National Soccer Network still reporting that Oakland are down to 10. They're not sure why. Strong push in the back against Dario Pavone, and there's no call. There's no whistle. The referee had the whistle in his mouth. Really clear on the calling there, and Michael Lesona with a brilliant opportunity. Off his leg and well wide of the net, but brilliant delivery for Silicon Valley. Really wasn't clear. It's so loud here. Credit to the fans. Referee put his whistle in his mouth, but didn't blow it. Really looked like a foul by Trejo on Dario Pavone. Team 39, strong counterattack. Sideline and offsides once again.
Offside is the call.
Silicon Valley, Litsona trying to set up the cross, working against Manzo. Down went Litsona, referee shaking his head. Well, all we can report to you is what we know from the National Soccer Network. And the National Soccer Network is reporting to us that Oakland are still with 10 men. Leads us to believe that there is a red card. What we also know is that Yuba have the lead in Oakland. If that lead holds, very tenuous if Yuba win, 1839 would have a home game here in Napa next week. And that's if 1839 hang on here to win against Silicon Valley. I want to remind you, or if you're just joining us, Silicon Valley are down to 10 men. Now 1839 just retook the lead. A foot of Dario Pavone. It's a foul. Grabbed was Denafalfi. Grabbed by Romero, and it's a free kick, Silicon Valley, I guess. Something happened before that, so Denafalfi is called on it. Though he was grabbed, and he's gonna get a yellow card in the process. The referee is saying you're also getting a yellow card for protesting. Back there, referee says I didn't miss that. Free kick, Silicon Valley. Cleared away. Did it go out of bounds for a corner or a throw?
Looks like we've
The ruling is a corner. Well, these are the golden opportunities that Silicon Valley need, I should say. These type of set pieces. Well, it's another disallowed play by the referee. 1839 want to make a substitution, and it looks like they might be allowed to. Mark says no. Now it's a corner kick taken short again. Lisona. Forced off the ball well by Duran, and it's 1839 counterattacking. Duran with the decision. It's on for Alfredo Ortiz. Crossed. Faufi. Out of bounds, 1839 for a throw. Well, we can now report that Yuba have 2 goals in Oakland. That's what we're getting from the National Soccer Network. Yuba lead by 2. Davis still lead Afghan FC by 1 goal, only 1 goal. After this one is over, you'll want to switch over there if this and the Oakland game are done. It's Sabat Carvajal in for the Manzo to try to see this one out for 1839. The throw is in with Duran. Ortiz. Duran again.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the after party tonight is at the Garden in downtown Napa. The Garden by Tannery Van Beer Works.
We're now getting from the National Soccer Network. It was a red card in Oakland. So Oakland are down to 10, and they're also down 2 goals now. Very, very likely an upset in Oakland brewing, at least. Not over yet. Oakland, remember, Oakland trailed by 3 goals very late in the game last week. Pulled it out at the very end, scoring 4 in a row unanswered.
Ladies and gentlemen, quick score update. Just to give you a heads up, we just got a score update. Oakland Soccer Club is currently losing 2-0 to Yuba, which means if we win tonight, you're in a few minutes, we can here next Saturday against Yuba. So we have not seen the final score. It's very similar in the timing. But if we win this game and Yuba still wins theirs, we will be hosting here instead of going to Oakland. Hope you can join us.
That was the voice of Eric Housley. It's also his birthday in 1839, setting up to give him a very nice birthday gift, as are Yuba in Oakland, because as he just reported, if Oakland lose and in Napa win, 1839 would have a game here next week, right here with us. The semi-final game in the league for clubs. We're into stoppage time now. Well into stoppage time. More than 3 minutes of it. Silicon Valley with a chance. We're going to wrap very quickly because there's a lot of action happening here on the National Soccer Network, here in the League for Clubs. We're glad you're here with us for it. That's full time. 1839 win their very first game in the League for Clubs. What a contentious game it was.
And as Eric said, if Yuba can pull off the win, we will be right back here at Dodge Stadium.
And we can report to you right now that Yuba still lead by 2. We're going to wrap very quickly so you can get to the other action right here on the National Soccer Network. What a great game, great win for Napa. Looking like we're going to be right here next week in Napa. We will have that game for you, of course. Very special thank you for being with us. Like I said, you can switch over. It's Oakland Soccer Club and Yuba. Just type that into YouTube. And then Davis, Afghan, Great soccer action here on the National Soccer Network. I've been Hayden Larson, JP Castillo on the camera, Scott Stone on the stadium speakers. Thank you very much for being with us. See you next week. Thank you, and good night.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.